Hi ladies, isn't this a cute card? I love it. Bermuda Bay is one of my favorite colors. Today in the craft room, we're going to be using Garden in Bloom and Bermuda Bay. This time I added the sentiment. So join me as we learn how to make this card and do our inside in our envelope. Are you ready to get started? Okay, today I am using Bermuda Bay and Garden in Bloom. I am specifically using the large flower and the outline, the large butterfly and the outline, the little butterfly and the outline, and today I'm going to add the sentiment. Hope you're feeling special today. All right. I was in a butterfly mood rather than so many flowers lately. I have a couple of scraps of white because I'm going to be doing some fussy cutting. I have a piece of Whisper White that measures 1.5 by 5. A piece of, 5. A piece of the Bermuda Bay, which is 1 3/4 by 5 1/4. I have 2 pieces, one for the outside and the inside, that measure 4 by 5 1/4. I have my card base that is 5 1/2 by 8 1/2, scored at 4 1/4. I have my envelope, and then I have my staples, my glue dots, my dimensionals, tear and tape, my bone folder, and my scissors. Since I don't know what I'll need, I usually just pull it all out and then I'm set. All right, first thing I want to do is I want to grab a piece of scrap paper and my scrap of Whisper White. All right. And I'm going to be doing some stamping of that large image, the flower image. And I want it light, so I'm going to off stamp it and then stamp it on here. Notice I'm being very aware to keep my, that little divot up here. That's how you line it up. So I'm making sure I turn my paper and not my stamp. Put more out than that. And you know what? It's okay if the whole thing doesn't stamp, because now you're going to come back. And this is where that divot is important, because that divot allows you to line up your stamp perfectly with your, I turn this one a little, stamped image. All right, so I have my panel created. Now it's time to make some butterflies. I'm going to use, again, the outline, the solid image of the butterfly. And this one, since I'm fussy cutting, I want to make sure I have my divot at the top. And I don't know how many I'm going to need. Oh, okay, that one's going to be a little darker. That's all right. All right, these I want full strength. And our two-step stamps are really easy to line up because you can see them, especially if they're photopolymer. And if you're off a little like I am, it's okay. All right, I have that. Now, I'm going to use that little tiny butterfly to create a background, and I'm going to do some second generation stamping on it. And I'm turning my paper all different directions. Just have to be careful not to put the light ones all in the same area. And I'm kind of, I forgot that. I'm avoiding this because that's where that panel's going to be. Oops, I want that full strength there. There. Oh, I need something down here. I think I want full strength. All right, there we go. All right, I will cut my butterflies out and we'll finish up our card. Okay, time to get our card put together. I'm going to fold on my score line and use my bone folder to get a crisp fold. Oh, I have ink on my hand. Don't know where that's from. Gotta be careful. All right, now using my glue, I'm going to attach my panel. And while I'm doing it, I'm going to add some glue to the back of this panel because it's going to go on that strip. And then I have them both glued. Okay. Oops, I almost put this down wrong. That blank space. Keep that in mind. I left a blank space for the strip, so you got to be careful not to put that down on the wrong side. I had it on the wrong side. Now I'm going to add this here, and I have a little bit of an edge all the way around, and then this is going to go on here. So let me get this, some more glue. I know a lot of people keep their glue sitting up. I keep mine to this side, and sometimes when I get low, I'll even do it this way, because then my glue comes out faster. I don't have to shake it or anything. It just flows out naturally. All right, and I'm going to put this on here like so. And I'm not going to put my, that's moving on me, my butterflies on yet because I totally forgot about my sentiment. So I stamped my sentiment on a piece that's about 1 1/8, and this piece wide is 1 7/8. Is that right? No. 1 3/8 wide. The length is not that big of a deal because we're going to use the new punch in the catalog, the Everyday Label punch, and we're going to create a fancy edge. And what I'm doing is I'm putting my card stock with my sentiment in there, and I'm making it as even as I possibly can, side to side. All right, then I'm going to go in from the bottom, and the best way I found to do it is to stick it in this way and then flip it around. And I'm going to do the same thing on this side, getting it as even as I possibly can. All right. And then what I'm going to take and do is I'm going to take and I'm going to, before I do that, I'm going to do this edge the same way as the others. Flip it around and kind of eyeball it. Cut my end. Get my pieces out. They will stick in there. Now I can glue this down. And it's just a different way to use your punches to make them go further. I'm going to put this on here, making sure it's even top to bottom. And I left just a little bit of an edge there. And then I'm going to stick this end back in, and I'm going to use my other end for size, making sure it's even, and punch it. All right, you can do this with any punch that you have. It does not matter, all right, as long as it's got a fancy edge. Now I'm going to add my dimensionals. I'm going to be cutting some more off. Got some glue on my fingers. And I think I'm going to put my sentiment at the bottom, like so. And now I'm going to cut some dimensionals because I'm going to add my butterflies. And I'm just going to flip them over. I'm just going to put a dimensional on all of them. And then if I want to use them all, I probably won't because of the space. I'll put the rest back in the case and use it another day. All right, so, and those aren't hard to fussy cut. What I did was I cut down and down the side, then down this side and down this side, and then I just cut a V in the center, and the same thing with that. You just have to take your time. All right, let's put one here. And I'm going to kind of bend the wings up so that they look like they're in motion. And I'm going to put one down here. I'm probably only going to use 3. And I need one more. And that one goes that way, that one goes that way. Don't want it that way. I think I'm going to put this one like this. I try to vary the direction they're going so they look like they're in flight. There we go. I'm not going to use that one. I'll put it in my case for later. So there's the front of our card and the inside and the envelope. I hope I've inspired you today. If you liked my video, give me a thumbs up. Are you ready to see what we're going to do next? Let's find out. All right, I've got 2 here. Actually, I've got more than that. I can feel it. Okay, Awesomely Artistic. What's the next one? Next color is Wisteria Wonder. I guess I've gotten all the yucky colors out. I can see a few down in there that I've been avoiding, luckily. All right, so our next one will be Awesomely Artistic and Wisteria Wonder. Okay, there's the front of my card and the inside in the envelope. I hope I see you back next week when I will be using Awesomely Artistic and Marina Mist. Have a great day.